Hey everyone. Saturday, October 12th marks the 60th anniversary of the launch of Voskhod 1. Voskhod 2 you may be familiar with already. It included the very first extravehicular activity ever performed in space. Voskhod 1, however, was the first to carry more than one crew member. It carried 3 cosmonauts to space at a time. So regarding our Voskhod, some of this is real and some of it's fabricated, but I'm not entirely sure what's what. But you know who is? Shannon, our curator, has just arrived.
Wow, that is so convenient. I was just walking through the gallery.
Shannon, you're already mic'd up. How'd you do that?
I'm already mic'd up? That's so weird. I just walk around like this.
With our Voskhod, what is real and what isn't?
It's kind of cool, the story of our Voskhod, because in the real Voskhod program, they just took a Vostok and refurbished it to do a spacewalk. And I guess refurbished it also to fit those 3 guys in it for Voskhod 1. But anyway, the point is, they just refurbished a Vostok and pretended it was a new spacecraft. Similar to what we've done. The big round part is a Vostok, and then and that's real, not flown, obviously.
So this is a real Vostok. This is what it looks like before re-entering the atmosphere.
Right.
Whereas this one over here is a real one that has re-entered the atmosphere, not with people in it though.
Yes. Our Vostok was flown during the 80s as a surveillance satellite. The airlock is real, just a training piece. And then the service module was fabricated by our Spaceworks division. So much like the real Voskhod program, our Voskhod is a Vostok in
disguise.
In disguise.
So, to recap, real and either not used or used in training.
Right.
Real and not flown.
Not flown.
And then fabricated by Spaceworks.
Yes.
Voskhod 1 happened 60 years ago on Saturday. That carried 3 people.
3 people, yes.
It was such a tight fit that they had to go on a diet to fit in. And they couldn't use spacesuits. It was originally planned for 2 people, but the Politburo kind of pressured the space program into fitting 3 people onto one mission.
Can you imagine? Now, one of them was one of the engineers, wasn't it? Someone who built it got to go.
Yeah, Korolev thought it was important for one of the engineers to go along on the spacecraft. And probably, report back.
Right. Oh my gosh, no. I'd be like, not it.
Yeah.
Not it.
No thanks.
That's right.
But SpaceX just did a similar thing with
really?
Polaris Dawn.
Okay.
One of their...
Sorry. Let's start over.
Did you get a gnat in your face? Is that what it was? Are you crying? Voskhod 1 is just so sad.
I know.
The Vostok program was canceled after 6 successful missions. And they still had some Vostok hardware left over.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Which, another thing, by the way, this thing, to get 3 people in there, they obviously took out the ejection seat, and then they put 3 couches in there, but they were at a 90-degree angle. I'm not sure in which orientation, but they were at a 90-degree angle from how the ejection seat was. But the instrument panel was still in the Vostok configuration.
Okay.
So to look at the instrument panel, they had to crane their necks 90
Oh, that's
degrees.
weird. Someday, are you going to let me hold the camera?
Sure. You want
Okay. Okay. All right, Chuck.
Something I didn't talk about, in the middle of the Voskhod 1 mission, Khrushchev was forced out of office by the Politburo. And when the Voskhod 1 crew returned to Earth, Brezhnev was in power. So that, and that wouldn't be the only time that there was a power change up during a space mission for the Soviets.
Oh, really? When was the other one? Do you know offhand? Am I putting you on the spot?
The other one was an astronaut on the Mir space station.
Oh, yeah.
The fall of the Soviet Union happened.
That would be
while
alarming.
someone was up in space, and he was up there much longer than he expected to be because of that.
Oh my gosh. So Oh yeah, haven't I read that he went up as a Soviet and came back as a Russian?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's difficult to concentrate because I see your head right there,
Yeah.
and then I see this head sticking out of the Voskhod.
This head? Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. I guess I'm going to go continue walking around the gallery like I was doing.
Totally. This was completely unplanned.
Completely unplanned.
There she goes on her unplanned walk. Anyway, come see us. We are still working on some construction and putting in more displays, but the museum is fully walkable. So please come see us. We've got a lot of really cool artifacts on display that you'll still have access to.